On today's episode of Notable New England, I'll give you some wicked light bites to kick the show off, community-oriented and light stories and happenings from each New England state. Then, let's go to the beach this summer. I've got a list of some of the best beaches and swimming spots in our region you might be interested in cooling off at. Stay tuned for a swimmingly good episode. Hello, lovely listeners. Thank you for tuning into this edition of Notable New England. I'm your host, Gretchen B., and I am back from my vacation in Ireland. It was absolutely wonderful and relaxing. And I've got to say, I am really glad I missed that heat wave that you all had here back in New England. There was only one day in Ireland when we were there that was considered to be a hot day, and it was 83 degrees, sunny, and there was no humidity. It was absolutely beautiful. And it just so happened that we were in a beach town that day, so we got to go to the beach, wade in the water, treat ourselves to a 99, which, if you are not familiar, is a soft serve vanilla cone with a stick of chocolate in it. It's really tasty and refreshing on a summer day. We did luck out on the weather as it was basically sunny or partly sunny most days and in the 60s to low 70s, and we only experienced a few passing showers. So the trip was really amazing, and I got to sing a lot, sightsee, talk to many of the locals, and now that I'm back, I am ready to enjoy a nice New England summer. And I'll be hanging local in our region and can't wait to get out and do a lot of fun things. I hope you all had a nice 4th of July. I certainly did. It was nice to have a day to get to the beach, visit with the fam, have a cookout, and see some fireworks. Speaking of the beach, on today's episode, I've crafted a list of beaches and swimming holes in New England that are perfect places to cool down on a hot summer day. Perhaps you've been to some of them, and perhaps you've always wanted to go but haven't yet. I hope this short list inspires you to check out some of these great places our region has to offer for swimming and recreation this summer. But before we do that, let's get into some wicked light bites, light and community-oriented stories and happenings from each New England state. We all know travel can present some stress, especially when things don't go smoothly. Well, Boston's Logan Airport has a cure to ease some of that stress. Live music. Live music at Logan, which is a partnership between Massport and the Mass Cultural Council, debuted at Logan Airport this week. A Massport press release says that the program is meant to help reduce travel-related stress. Local musicians and college students will be performing at the baggage claims at Terminals B and C, and will perform a diverse mix of musical styles. The press release has a quote from Massport stating, quote, "Boston is lucky to have several colleges and universities with fantastic music programs, and students will be able to showcase their talents for the millions of people who travel through Boston Logan and potentially land more paid gigs. Musicians are compensated for their performances, and local musicians are encouraged to apply to play." Information for this story comes from Christy Palma of Boston.com. A New Hampshire man has recently finished running the length of New Hampshire in just 5 days. Justin D. Flumeri, a 36-year-old former boxer from Merrimack, was once bedridden following complications from a spinal tap. And since recovering, he's been seeking the next big challenge and decided this was one to cross off his list. He ran from New Hampshire's Canadian border to the Massachusetts border in 5 days, averaging 40 miles per day and breaking the previous record of 8 days. Dee Flumeri had this to say, quote, "The most magnificent thing that came out of this truly was, we raised money for a great cause. We had a personal reason as well to go for a record. But the amount of people that waited to tell me their medical story, their journey, it was so fun to hear how they overcame things and things like that." Money raised from the run was donated to the Heather Abbott Foundation. This information comes from Casey Downey of WMUR Channel 9. Shakespeare lovers rejoice. The Greater Hartford Shakespeare Festival runs this summer with 2 full-length productions, King Lear and Twelfth Night. From July 9th through August 3rd, enjoy world-class performances in the picturesque outdoor courtyard of the Bruyette Athenaeum at the University of St. Joseph in West Hartford, Connecticut. Bring a picnic or take advantage of on-site food and beverage vendors. Free parking is available for all guests. Due to growing demand, Capitol Classics Theater Company will present 10 rotating performances of each play, running Wednesday through Sunday evenings for 4 weeks. For tickets and full details, visit capitolclassics.org. This information is sourced from the Capitol Classics Theater Company website. Have you ever attended a polo match? I, for one, can say I have not. If you've ever wondered what it is like, you can find out. The 2025 Newport International Polo Series in Newport, Rhode Island is officially in swing, running through September 27th. Matches take place every Saturday at the Newport Polo Club grounds starting at 5 p.m., though in September, matches begin an hour earlier at 4 p.m. This year's lineup promises high energy and rich tradition, featuring fan favorites like Ireland and Jamaica, and there is going to be a long-anticipated rematch against Scotland. Whether you're a seasoned spectator or brand new to the sport, the season offers plenty of excitement. Thinking about attending a match or curious to learn the basics of the game? The Newport Polo Club website has everything you need to get started. Visit newportpolo.com for full details. Information is courtesy of the Newport Polo Club's website. Over a dozen artistically painted chairs will soon brighten Millinocket, Maine, as part of Take a Seat Katahdin, a unique fundraiser celebrating local creativity and community spirit. Each chair is a one-of-a-kind piece designed by area artists, drawing inspiration from the natural beauty of the Katahdin region. The project isn't just about art, though. It's also about investing in the future. Proceeds from the fundraiser will support students from Northern Penobscot Tech Region 3 in their journey to compete in Skills USA, a statewide competition focused on career and technical education. Participants showcase their talents in fields ranging from healthcare and automotive technology to business management. Laura Manzo, advisor for the NPT Region 3 Skills USA chapter, emphasizes the importance of connecting community education and place. Quote, "I love to showcase the region and the many talented artists who live here. We have a beautiful area, a growing future workforce, and this is a way to bring that all together." At the end of the summer, the chairs will be auctioned off during the Trails End Festival in Millinocket. All funds raised will directly benefit Skills USA's chapter. And information for this story comes from Brianna Bush at News Center, Maine. The 46th annual Middlebury Festival on the Green will be taking place July 13th through 19th on the town green in this charming Vermont town. It's a full week of festivities, including free nightly concerts, family-friendly noontime entertainment, and a street party on Saturday featuring the Vermont Jazz Ensemble. This incredible tribute to summertime in Vermont crosses multiple musical genres to celebrate community, culture, and the outdoors. It is free to attend, but donations are appreciated. This festival is acclaimed by Vermont Life as the best series of free performances in Vermont and as Vermont's favorite festival. It's been awarded more than 10 times as one of Vermont's top 10 summer events by the Vermont Chamber of Commerce and was selected as a 2024 Vermont Signature Event. Thank you to Tara Schatz of Vermont Explored, as well as the Middlebury Festival on the Green website for this information. Up after the break, we're going to cool off with some of the great beaches and swimming areas in New England that you are sure to not want to miss. Stick around. You're listening to Notable New England. If you're listening to this podcast, chances are you've got a soft spot for this beautiful corner of the country. Maybe you're a proud New Englander. Maybe you used to call this place home and you want to stay connected. Or maybe you're simply curious about the people, places, and stories that make New England so special. However you found your way here, thank you. I created Notable New England with one simple goal in mind: to build community. I want to spark curiosity about the towns and trails right outside your door, introduce you to some truly remarkable neighbors, and share the rich history and natural beauty that make this region one of a kind. This podcast is a passion project of mine. It's just me, a microphone, and a deep love for the stories that connect us. If you'd like to help me keep this going, I'd love to invite you to become a sustaining member on Patreon. For as little as $2 a month, you'll help cover the costs of research, recording, and production. I do not have a fancy studio here. I do not have a team of sound designers. I also don't have a team of writers. I do everything. I'm a one-woman show, doing it all behind the scenes. You can explore the membership tiers at patreon.com/Notable New England. Members get early, ad-free access to episodes, exclusive merch, and other fun extras. Prefer a one-time gesture of support? That is just as meaningful. You can head over to buymeacoffee.com/Notable New England. And yes, I'll shout you out on the podcast as a thank you. Again, for a one-time gesture of support, visit buymeacoffee.com/Notable New England. And if supporting financially isn't in the cards right now, you still can make a huge difference by leaving a 5-star review, sharing the podcast with friends, or simply tuning in each week. It's because of you, my lovely listeners, that Notable New England exists. Let's keep celebrating this remarkable region and each other, one story at a time. We've had some pretty hot days here in New England this summer already, and I'm sure we're going to be seeing more. And what better way to beat the heat on a hot summer day than to go to a beach, pond, lake, waterfall, or swimming hole to cool off? We are blessed here in New England to be surrounded by amazing swimming areas. You can sometimes be at a loss on which one to pick, so I thought I'd put together a brief list of some of our region's finest that you can visit this summer. And I'd love to hear where some of your favorite swimming areas are too. Go to patreon.com/Notable New England and chime in on the community chats area, or comment on our social media channels, all of which are linked in the show notes. Imagine beautiful waterfalls around you as you take a dip in the the cool water. You can do just that at Diana's Falls in North Conway, New Hampshire. The site's original Abenaki name meant Water Fairies Spring. You can enjoy easy hiking, wading in the natural pools, and breathtaking plunging cascades. There are multiple waterfalls and pools you can explore there. The hike to the falls is less than a mile from the base, and it can get busy in the summertime, especially on the weekends, but the views and the beauty are certainly worth it. The Diana's Falls parking lot is located at 3872 West Side Road, North Conway, New Hampshire. It's a nice little oasis with lots of natural beauty to visit. Another New Hampshire swimming destination is Wallace Sands Beach in Rye, New Hampshire. You can enjoy swimming and views of the Isles of Shoals. There are bathhouses offering hot and cold showers. There's also a beautiful park offering picnic tables that you can have a picnic at, and a store to get food and drink supplies as well. This beach is a great place to explore tidal pools and see some spectacular sunsets. There is parking available. Wallace Sands Beach is part of the New Hampshire State Park System, and the address is 1050 Old Ocean Boulevard in Rye, New Hampshire. Buttermilk Falls in the Okemo State Forest in Ludlow, Vermont is beloved by generations of Vermonters. Buttermilk Falls Upper and Lower Falls feature pools deep enough for a refreshing swim. The falls change with the seasons, making it a great place to visit again and again. Water plunges over ledges when water is high, then transforms into a quaint twist of water in midsummer. The upper falls is split into two 12 to 15 foot drops, and its water streams into a large swimming pool below where visitors will find clear water and a pebble-covered bottom. The lower falls flow into a deep 25-foot wide pool of clear olive green water. In spring or after a rain, the water plunges over the ledges. Later in the season, these torrents convert to quaint twists of water, wrapping beautifully around and over rocks. From the center of Ludlow, Vermont, take Route 100 north. Turn left on Route 103. Buttermilk Falls Road is approximately 1.5 miles further on the right, and you can park along the road. In the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont, a trip to Crystal Lake State Park is always lovely. In fact, it has been voted as the best beach in Vermont by Yankee Magazine. Crystal Lake is a 778-acre glacial lake located near the town of Barton, just a few miles from Interstate 91. The sandy swimming beach offers gorgeous views, and you can swim, paddleboard, canoe, have a cookout, and use one of their grills and picnic tables. There are food concessions, too, and there is a bathhouse made of local granite that was built by the Civilian Conservation Corps, and it is on the National Register of Historic Places. And if you like being there and you're thinking like, this would be a really cool place to stay, there is a cottage at Crystal Lake that is available to rent. The cottage accommodates up to 6 people. There is 1 bedroom and a double bed and bunk bed set and a sleeper sofa in the living/dining room. There are no housekeeping services. The living/dining room includes a complete kitchen with toaster, microwave, coffee maker, cookware, and dining dishes. The bathroom comes with a shower. There is electric heat, a front porch, and a canoe for your use. Sounds like a great place to stay. To get to Crystal Lake, the address is 96 Bellwater Avenue in Barton, Vermont. Located in the charming town of Ogunquit, Maine, Ogunquit Beach is one of Maine's most beautiful beaches. It's popular with both locals and tourists, and you'll experience a spectacular shoreline. The name Ogunquit in Algonquin means beautiful place by the sea. And this beautiful place by the sea stretches 3.5 miles. The beach is about a 10-minute walk from downtown Ogunquit, which is a wonderful town to explore with its shops, delicious dining options, and you can take in a play at the Ogunquit Playhouse. At the Footbridge Beach area, there are public restrooms, changing rooms, gift shops, and snack bars. The surf is gentle, so it's perfect for families with kids, and there are lovely tidal pools that you can go and explore too. Tucked away in the scenic town of Cape Elizabeth, Maine, which is just 8 miles south of Portland, Crescent Beach is a full coastal experience. You will find soft, sandy shores, and they're framed by dunes, seagrass, tranquil coves, and some rugged ledges. And it's called Crescent Beach because of its mile-long crescent-shaped beach. The waters here are relatively warm by Maine standards, and the gentle surf makes it a great spot for families. If you want to escape the crowds or explore more of the area's natural beauty, there are trails winding through the nearby woods and saltwater marshes, which is a great place to birdwatch or just take a peaceful walk. And just steps away from the beach is Kettle Cove State Park, a smaller adjoining park with its own charm, including a coastal trail that loops around the cove and offers sweeping ocean views. Portland Paddle operates right on site during the summer season, offering stand-up paddle boards and sea kayak rentals. There are picnic tables available, so bring a picnic to enjoy. There was a survey recently done by a website called The Frugal Flyer, and it called this Connecticut beach one of the best secret beaches in the state. Secret because it's a bit more quiet and off the beaten path, a little bit lesser known than some of the bigger ones, and the locals will tend to hang there because they don't have the big crowds that some of the more known beaches get. It's DuBois Beach in Stonington, Connecticut. This little seaside oasis is known for its shallow waters, its calm surf, cleanliness, and family-friendly vibe. The Stonington Borough website says, quote, "It's located at the southernmost tip of Water Street at Stonington Point, where you'll enjoy a magnificent view of Stonington Harbor, Fisher's Island Sound, and Little Narragansett Bay. If you want to check it out, you do have to buy a day pass or a season pass. Parking is free, though, in the parking lot adjacent to the beach." Once named one of the best beaches in the U.S. by National Geographic, Ocean Park Beach in New London, Connecticut offers far more than just soft sands and calm waters. This coastal destination is part of a 50-acre park packed with fun for all ages. You'll find a triple water slide and spray park, an Olympic-sized swimming pool, a playground, a games arcade, and even an 18-hole mini golf course. The lively boardwalk comes alive with seasonal events like dance performances, talent competitions, car shows, and live music, ensuring there's always something to see and do. Prefer a quieter escape? Wander the nature trail through the peaceful marshes. It's a serene retreat ideal for reflection and birdwatching, so be sure to bring your binoculars. Goosewing Beach Preserve in Little Compton, Rhode Island, is a 75-acre preserve blending sandy stretches and smooth stones, wild beach grass, and dunes. And honestly, it feels like this should be on a magazine cover. It's that beautiful. On a clear, sunny day, you can see all the way to Cuttyhunk Island just across the water in Massachusetts. But what really sets Goosewing apart is its role as a sanctuary for wildlife. It's known as a birder's paradise, and it's home to the piping plover, a globally rare species, and the state-threatened least tern. Now, these tiny shorebirds rest and nest right in the dunes, and for over 20 years, the Nature Conservancy has been working hard to protect them. At the heart of the preserve is the Benjamin Family Environmental Center, which is a beautiful space built in 2010 with help from a generous donor. And it's more than just a visitor center. It's a launch point for exploring nature trails, learning about the ecosystem, and catching panoramic views of the beach, dunes, and coastal pond. You can swim, paddleboard, fish along the shore, or just walk and listen to the wind and the waves. It's very peaceful and restorative, and a little reminder of what Rhode Island's coastline looked like before the crowds. If you're heading to Block Island, there's a special stretch of sand you won't want to miss, and that is Mansion Beach. Tucked away on the northern tip of Crescent Beach in Rhode Island, Mansion Beach offers more than just stunning views and crashing waves. It gets its name from a grand estate that once stood there, built by Edward F. Searles, and it was the most prominent home on Block Island back in its day. Sadly, the mansion was lost to a fire in the 1960s, but if you visit, you can still spot its remnants. The beach parking area actually surrounds the old mansion's stone foundation, which is a subtle but powerful reminder of the past. Now, what makes Mansion Beach a local favorite is that it's quieter than other beaches on the island, making it a peaceful escape. It's also known for its perfect body surfing waves and is a treasure trove for beachcombers. Getting there is part of the adventure. You'll want to bike if you can. Parking is limited and it fills up fast. The official directions say to go about 3 miles down Corn Neck Road and then look for a dirt road on the right with a sign that reads Mansion Beach Road. Follow that winding road to the end and you'll find yourself at a large parking area right where the mansion once stood and just a short path away from the sand and surf. If you're ever in Manchester by the Sea, Massachusetts, there's a little natural marvel waiting for you at Singing Beach. And yes, the beach really does sing. When you walk across the sand at this half-mile stretch of shoreline, you might notice an unusual squeak or whistle beneath your feet. It's not your imagination. It's a rare geological phenomenon. Scientists say it happens when you've got just the right combination of quartz sand grains, similar in size and shape, round and smooth, with very little dust or organic matter in between. When those grains rub together under the pressure of your step, they create vibrations that our ears pick up as sound. It's like the beach is humming back at you. You'll hear it best on the dry sand near the top of the beach, less so near the water where the grains are sticky and wet. And here's the cool part. This singing is so distinct, the beach was actually named after it. Singing Beach is a half-mile walk from the Manchester by the Sea train station, which connects riders along the Boston to Rockport commuter line. It is best to take the train if you can because parking is limited. The beach also comes with some history. Its bathhouse was built back in the early 1920s, and it still stands today. There's a snack stand, plus public restrooms. And from Memorial Day through Labor Day, you'll need a walk-on pass if you're between the ages of 12 and 65. If you are 65 and older, you're in luck. You don't need a pass. Just note that passes are non-replaceable and they accept cash and checks only. Cornhill Beach in Truro, Massachusetts is a bayside beach on the outer Cape with some of the most beautiful views of Provincetown. It offers a serene, family-friendly atmosphere away from the hustle and bustle of many Cape Cod beaches. It's known for its shallow and calm waters, making it a great spot for families with little children. It's the perfect place to swim, explore tidal flats, fish, kayak, and paddleboard. The sunsets here are legendary due to it being westward facing, and you can enjoy some really amazing views. It's the perfect place to visit on the outer Cape. In season, a parking permit is required to park at Cornhill, but if you are renting in Truro, you can obtain a weekly parking permit from the beach office on Route 6A. For daily passes, simply drive to the beach and pay there. I hope you've enjoyed our little exploration of some of the best swimming spots and beaches in New England. Now get out there and go to some of them. Enjoy the natural beauty these places offer and cool off on a hot day. Again, I would love to hear where some of your favorite New England beaches and swimming areas are. So head over to patreon.com/Notable New England and visit the community chat area, and you can chime in with your suggestions. You can also visit our social media channels, which are linked in the show notes, and comment. I'll be back with a new episode on July 20th, and I hope that you will tune in. Until then, get out into your community and explore. Meet your neighbors, connect with your surroundings. We are really lucky to live in such an awesome place, so don't take it for granted. Enjoy it and have fun. See you next time.